For anybody watching, don't be disheartened by the fact that you have a short list of things to give yourself credit for. I only have 4. I don't know how helpful that was for me. My name is Kim Cavell. I am an actor and filmmaker, and this is Diaries of a Filmmaker. I wanted to make these diary entries because it's a day-to-day level of how I'm feeling and what I'm dealing with. I think it would be helpful for people who are working through the bullshit, which is everybody, to have someone talking about that and implementing certain things, and maybe anybody watching could also work on those things too. As much as I can make a docuseries about it, and I'm dropping through Netflix season 2, and that's the reality behind what it is to make your movie, and it's the creative reality. It's the props, it's the location, it's who you have in mind for casting, it's casting, even behind the pitch reel. I'm filming the BTS of the pitch reel. And then also I want to talk about it as well from a personal note and the emotional shit that I'm going through, and that's definitely in there, and it's definitely real, but you know, I don't always have somebody there, and there's a day-to-day, less film related, more self-improvement work to be done. And I don't always like to write a diary despite being a writer. Technically, I guess I'm not a writer, I'm a typer. For a screenwriter, you're a typist. I don't always like to write. I'm a little lazy like that. Sometimes I just want to talk about it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I already have a list of things that I wanted to work through, because that's how healing works, right? You make a list and you get to it in a logical manner. Number 1 is give yourself credit. And there's some days that I wake up and that's gonna be an easy one to do, and then there's other days that it's not, and today's the day that I wanted to start this series, and lo and behold, I don't really feel it's easy for me to give credit to my hard work, but I'm struggling right now with how selfish I'm having to be on a social life, personal sense. You don't have a lot of time for the people that you might love. They understand who I am and like where I'm at right now. There's things that are right there that are gonna be my focus point. It's difficult. I'm gonna have to get on a phone call tomorrow and tell a friend that I'm not gonna be able to make their wedding. I'm not conceited to think that my presence at your wedding is the be all and end all, but I'm sure she on some level anticipates this chat. It's just not a fun one to have. And I'm also being reminded of like, okay, there's a long list of things that you need to get done in the next 4 weeks. Nobody's getting them done except you. The logistical things, I'm fine. Like, I don't really stress too much about booking this, sending you that, the deposit on the location, and da 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 da. That doesn't really stress me out. That's just boom, boom, boom. You can do that on a phone call in, 5 minutes. But the creative stuff, I can sit down and do it, but I can't rush that. I have to be a little bit selfish with that. I need to write a scene for the pitch reel because copyright purposes, I don't want to use anything that we actually gonna sell in the movie. I kind of know how I want the scene to go. I know exactly how I want it to look, but I kind of forget that everybody's not in my mind and that I have to actually then relay that and communicate that. It's easier with, here's the shot list and here's the visuals, but writing is like a whole other like cocoon world where I do get to be, or I have to be, or I choose to be a little bit selfish. So I'm gonna make a list of things to give myself credit for about specifically that, because that's what I'm struggling with right now. And anybody watching could also do that. If you're struggling with how you foresee a certain area of your life, if you're thinking like, damn, trying not to use a triggering thing, here's the chance to give yourself credit about that specific area, because even if you think that you're the worst at that, there's going to be something in that area that you have done that is worth patting yourself on the back for. So I'm going to do that in relation to being available to other people, because right now I'm struggling with the fact that I'm very unavailable to a lot of people and I'm feeling like a selfish asshole. The list of things to give myself credit for specific to the arena of being available to people and not being super selfish is shorter than I would like. There was part of me that wanted to write things about, in the past you've been more supportive, or people understand. I don't think that it's very helpful for me to be like, I have been so selfless to other people in the past and they've been selfish, or I haven't always been supported. That seems kind of negative, and it seems like something that I don't really want to like perpetuate. That's not like a good reason, you know. That's very much like, well, they did that to me, so fuck that. I don't want to feel like that. They're not giving props to me, that's just life. For anybody watching, don't be disheartened by the fact that you have a short list of things to give yourself credit for. I only have 4. I don't know how helpful that was for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna read them. You do reach out to people, which is true. I do reach out to people. It's just that I'm not always available for coffee and lunch. I do support them creatively and as much as I can, like indoors, or if you have a company that I can help in some kind of way, support, then I will do that. You encourage others. God, this, aren't I fabulous? People can reach out to me. That's true. There's no one like blocked. My selfishness for success innately benefits a lot of people, and that's probably the easiest way for me to just forgive the selfishness right now. But yeah, this is a diary entry to give yourself credit. And if you're struggling with something right now, give yourself credit in that arena. Let me know in the comment section if you're struggling to give yourself credit for something really specific. And I hope that you were able to write at least 1 or 2 things in that area. You know, hey, I'm not doing so bad, like I'm not insert whatever. That's it. My name is Kim Cavell. I'm an actor and filmmaker. I'm making a documentary series about what it is taking for me to get my feature film made. So that's what the documentary series is. Dear Netflix, season 1, catch up. Season 2 is dropping within 40 days of this video. I hope that this was in some way helpful to your mind, your spirit, your personal development, or creative endeavors or business endeavors you have going on. Thank you for watching, and if this was helpful, please give the video a like. It really helps. And if you didn't like it, why'd you watch the end?